FTMO is back in the US. So I think a lot of people have been waiting for this, because I know a lot of US traders and they're like, we can't trade with FTMO, they've banned us. And FTMO ended up banning quite a lot of countries, but now they made an announcement 4 days ago, and it is actually on their YouTube channel saying that they are back in the US accepting US clients. How long for? I don't know. Is there any other changes? I don't know. But in this video, what I'm going to do is talk about what is happening in the FX prop firm space, what this means as well in general, just not FTMO back in the US space, but what this actually means for all prop firm traders. And it's actually some positive news as well. And I also want to kind of highlight a little bit about the futures prop firm space as well, because I feel like there's a lot that I want to share with now FTMO coming back into the US, a recap on why they left the US as well, and an overall update. So let's start the video. What's happening, guys? My name is Dan Chung, aka Champ, and just to start this off, I am not paid by FTMO, but I am one of their biggest fans. Why? I have done $105,000 in payouts just from FTMO and got the certificate max allocated with them, and they have never denied me a payout or made any major issues when it comes to me requesting a payout from FTMO. Now, I currently am on risk, so I will put a video about that, but I don't think that's a big problem. More importantly as well, I recently got denied a payout from another prop firm, and then FTMO paid me mine. So since then, I haven't really tried any new challenges, new companies for the time being. Now, that being said, FTMO back in the US, and a recap of why they left the US in the first place, was it all boiled down to years ago, and it feels so funny how time has flown. There was a company called My Forex Funds, and they ended up getting shut down by the CFTC for whatever reasons that they had, and there was a whole list of them. And then this started having a ripple effect of major things happening after that. For example, the TFT, the funded trader, lost MT5 license. Then all the companies that was under TFT and Eastern all ended up falling as well, which then led to a lot of people losing payouts, having, their challenges lost, the money that they spent on the challenges lost as well. And then the Forex prop firm, or the CFD prop firm space, being a very negative area. Now, I know because obviously I was within this period, but the same thing that I've seen now that it's been 10 years or 15 years just of the whole prop firm game and the whole prop firm space and how it's developed, it is still very early days. And when I say early days is, if you think about it, only recently has it been so popular. And it's funny because everyone jumps ships and jumps a bandwagon, right? Because what has happened was when all of these negative things happened, people were looking for another way, which totally makes sense. And a lot of people went on to the futures prop firm space. But now we're starting to see a lot of profitable traders, a lot of people who are finding systems or finding ways to be able to accumulate consistent payouts from the future prop firm space, where they are trying to basically clean up their end. So for example, Kyle's pulled out 2.5 million, Kane I think did like 2.1 million. There has been millions being pulled out of futures, much larger numbers than it has been in the CFD space, which then makes me think, like, is it sustainable, and are they going to be in the same position that FX or CFD was about 2 years ago? And the reason I highlight that is because if you think about it, there are futures prop firms like literally popping up left, right, and center, which is a good thing as well, because then that just shows there's more options out there. There's different types of programs out there and different companies to choose from that suits you. But there is a lot of more payout denials happening recently, and a lot of the ones that are unheard of. Now, a lot of the payouts we do see are the larger ones, but then it's the smaller ones that actually count, because majority, let's just say even 90% of you guys watching are the ones who are getting these small payouts, and these small payouts do make a big difference in our lives. So now the FTMO is back in the US, I really see that prop firms and CFD prop firms are stabilizing. There's around 5 to 10 FX prop firms that are pretty much key players, that are trustworthy companies that you should be trading with. And I'm going to make a new tier list of the top 5 prop firms in the current space for CFDs, and I'll release that later this year. So if you want to check that out, remember to subscribe. And I think the opportunity is now, because if you think about it, FTMO is one of the largest prop firms out there. You now have an opportunity, if you're from the US, to become funded from them. Not only can you get funded from them as well, there are plenty of other prop firms that you can get. So if, for example, the max allocation is 400k with FTMO, if you find 5 prop firms, that is $2 million in funding that you can have. And if you just do 10%, that is $200,000 in a payout. And you can do that consistently over each quarter. So you would literally be putting out $800,000 a year. So if you just spend like a year's goal to get 2 million funded, let's just say, quote unquote, and then you were able to consistently pull that within 2-3 years, you could be earning 6 figures of payouts, not even just 6-figure funded, 6 figures in payouts. Now, if you want to learn from me in specific, especially with FTMO, I have now created a tailored program just becoming an FTMO funded trader. Of course, this works for all other prop firms as well, but is mainly tiered and structured to FTMO, because I personally believe if you can pass FTMO, you can pass any other prop firm challenge as well. More importantly, my largest certificate is with FTMO. I will consistently and also compound this hopefully to the 250 and 500k mark with FTMO, unless there is any other problems. And I am also due an interview with them as well by receiving all of these payouts that I've had from them. So guys, let me know what in the comments below what you think about the whole prop firm space. Are you guys team futures or are you guys team CFD? And I'm actually generally interested to know which prop firms are you guys currently trading with. Right, remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Thank you for joining me on this video. Time to get back to it. Peace out. Ciao. I've been paid out up to $400,000 by prop firms, and 105 of that was by FTMO. Now, prop firms are a great way to set yourself up in trading, because for as little as $500, you can get a $100,000 trading account, and you can keep up to 80% of the profits you make. So I am now teaching a bunch of you guys who are qualified to learn on how to become an FTMO funded trader. Now, I truly believe this: if you can become an FTMO trader, you can become a prop firm trader anywhere across the board. And I have got this specific 12-month program which you guys can follow and learn exactly the blueprints of how I have become $2.5 million trader, 400k in payouts, $1 million in the markets as well. So from personal to external money and proprietary money as well. And all of these skills are going to be taught to you in the next 12 months. The best thing about this is I'm going to hold you accountable. We've got a Discord journal which is in your name. It's private just for you, but we've only got limited spaces where you have to stay up to date, and if you don't put in the work, you can see, but if you do put in the work, you are setting yourself up for success. So if you want to learn the blueprints on how to become a funded trader, if you want to learn all the rules, all the trials and tribulations I've learned over the 11 years of trading, if you want to learn everything that I have learned in order to get $105,000 from FTMO, such as the risk implementations, how to get around certain rules, how to even pass quicker in certain market conditions as well, and how to keep your account, and even how to scale up. Not only that as well, how to scale all of the prop firms and compound them and get up to $85,000 in 1 month, which is what I got paid, and share that full blueprint with you, then go and apply in the link in the description below. So one of my team will reach out to you. Good luck on your application. Not everyone will be accepted, but the ones who do, is you are going to be joining this life-changing series and this life-changing 12-month program with me, myself, Dan Chung. See you inside.